Hello everyone, welcome to the Brown Tribe channel. Today we will be talking about the app ArriveCan. ArriveCan is an app where you're required to fill a form before you leave your home country to provide mandatory travel information required for entry into Canada. After the pandemic, Canada has come up with its own rules and guidelines for entering the country. You have to fill the form in the app, regardless of your vaccination status. Also, the form has to be filled within 72 hours before entering Canada. It can be a bit tricky to count the number of hours, so you can always use websites like calculator.net. Here I have calculator.net. This will help you find the number of hours and minutes between two times, which is the date and time you plan to fill the form and your arrival date. For example, let's choose August 15th, 2022, 8:30 a.m. is when you are going to fill up the form, or is when you have completed filling up the form, and your date of arrival is August 17th at 5:30 p.m. at Toronto Pearson International Airport. So let's just hit calculate. Okay, so here we go. So you've got, say, 57 hours remaining. You can disregard these two. This is just telling you how many days are left, and this is giving you the exact number of hours remaining. So this means that you are within the 72-hour time frame, so you can fill up your form. And let's maybe go August 14th and now check. Okay, so you're 81 hours, so you still have a few more hours left. So you should wait some time and then fill up the form. So this is a great tool you can use to calculate how much time is left. And that being said, let's start with the ArriveCan app now. Okay, so to start with, the ArriveCan app, you can download it from the App Store, or you can, if you have an Android phone, you can download it from Google Play, and you can even do it on your desktop as well. Now, for the purposes of this video, we will be using our desktop, but you can use either. If you have an Apple iPhone, use App Store, and Android, Google Play again. Alright, so without any further ado, let's get into it. Here we are. Welcome to the ArriveCan app, and pretty much this is what it would look like on your phone as well, because if I was to minimize that, this is something what it would look like on your phones. So let's get started, and it says the same thing. It's to speed up your arrival process in Canada, spend less time within border and public health offices, blah blah blah. Alright, here we go. Let's start. Okay, so just some of your personal information, and this is some privacy notice. All of this, I don't think anyone has the time to read it. Regardless, you still have to fill the form. Go next. Alright, so here we'll just enter an email address, and we'll enter your password if you already are registered. If not, then you have to create an account here. So again, assuming that you haven't created an account yet, so we'll go ahead and create an account. It's pretty simple. You just have to enter your email address, confirm the same, create password, and then hit create account. Alright, so I have created an account now with ArriveCan. So what I will be needing are some of travel documents, proof of vaccination, and then we have to submit it, and then we will receive a receipt saying that you've successfully submitted all your documents required to complete the ArriveCan app form. So that being said, let's get right into it again. Hit next. Okay. Alright, so yes, okay. Alright, so there we are. Now we will be adding some information. For example, we'll be adding a passport. These are some of the document types that you can add. So I would go with passport because that's what most of the passengers or travelers will be using as a document type. So let's go with passport. Then we'll go with the country of issue, any country that you are coming from. For example, if you're coming from India, let's just go India, and in the drop down you'll see India. Go with India. You put in your passport number. Okay, so I'll just put in a dummy passport number, and then I'll put in a surname. Okay, so what kind of surname should we put? Let's put in maybe this one. Yeah, sounds like a cool name. Xylo. Yeah. Given names. All right, so let's put in Xerxes. That's again a cool name. All right, let's put in our date of birth. Okay, so let me put in my date of birth. I am pretty sure you know how to fill that, so if you want you can just fast forward or whatever, doesn't matter. All right, and then 04 15 1987 April 15th. Okay, all right, there we go. Hit next. Alright, so it will ask you, will you provide proof that you are fully vaccinated against COVID-19 required? You may need to be fully vaccinated against COVID to be eligible to enter Canada. Your vaccination status may determine applicability, certain border measures, and will be confirmed at the border by the Canadian government official. So always keep in mind, you just getting a visa doesn't guarantee that they will allow you to enter Canada. In most cases they would, but you'll have to go through these terms and conditions here to make sure that you are allowed to enter Canada. Alright, let's go next. Yeah, let's say yes. Okay, so select which COVID-19 vaccine did you receive for your first dose. Let's go with AstraZeneca. There's so many. Okay, so if the vaccine that you took in whichever country you're coming from is not mentioned in the list here, you can always go other. Okay, so let's go for now this one. See, these are some of the most common vaccinations here. Okay, so let's go with AstraZeneca for now. In which country did you receive your first dose of the COVID-19 vaccine? Initially we mentioned that we are coming from India, so let's stick to the same country, India. Okay, and then when did you receive the year? Say 2021 month. Go with August. Actually I received mine in June, I think. Yeah, I guess so. Put in any random dates. Have you received a second? Say yes, because most of us have received a second vaccination. A lot of them have received a booster shot as well. Which COVID-19 vaccine did you receive for your second dose? We'll go with the same one. Which country did you receive it? Same country. And maybe a few months. Okay, so I believe my second was, August 12th. Yep. Okay, so now we are going to upload a proof of vaccination. So there's going to be two, because we mentioned that we received two doses. So we are going to upload these two copies, which would be the vaccine certificates that you would have received. So let's go ahead. So I have uploaded copies of my vaccination, and one traveler has been registered. Now, that being said, you can add another traveler. Just go to this plus sign, and then you can add another traveler. Okay, so the same thing applies to this person. Same steps. What you can do is you can rewind the video and see the steps again. Nothing unusual. Everything is the same. So we have the second traveler registered as well. Now You can add as many travelers as you want. If you are in a group with multiple people traveling, then you can add each of those passengers by just clicking this plus sign and then hit next. So you will choose the option that applies to you. One choose Canadian citizens, another with the right of entry, because this video is mostly about people wanting to enter Canada as tourist or under super visa. uh, I've seen a lot of people getting confused between choosing discretionary optional travel or family reunification as options. I would go with discretionary optional travel, because with family reunification, things may get a little more complicated, because they would ask you for some further documents. But yes, you have to be really careful on what you choose. But just to be on the safer side, I would still go with discretionary optional travel, because if you're traveling under a tourist visa, that would this would be best option for you. And again, let's go next. Okay, so we'll go by entry by air, because that's what usually a lot of people would be doing, entering Canada by air. So let's go with entry by air. Alright, so you go ahead and you acknowledge that. Alright, so air travelers, please note the following. The Government of Canada has put in place arrival testing requirements for some travelers as part of border measures to help Canada manage COVID-19 response. Okay, so you may be subject to testing for COVID. This is something that you have to acknowledge if you want to proceed. So I say I acknowledge, go next, and then go ahead and put in all your travel information. Once you enter that, you will be asked to put in a primary phone number, and that would be mainly a number that you could be reached while you are in Canada. So it's always a good idea to give a local Canadian phone number. Okay, now that we have our phone number, the next step is select the travelers for this trip. So you actually have to select those people, whoever you have registered, if they are traveling with you. For example, we have these 2 travelers registered, so you can check mark whoever is traveling. If you have more than 2 people, the list of all these passengers will appear here, and you can check mark whoever is traveling. So let's go ahead and hit next. So now there's just 2 more forms. Now these forms are basically public health requirement forms. We'll just give you a glimpse of what it is. So these are basically testing requirements. You have to just say I agree to these requirements. They'll ask you a few questions related to COVID-19. So this is what these questions would look like. Can you avoid all contact with other people and stuff like that? And now sometimes these questions may change. They may update these questions at a later stage, we don't know. But these are some of the common questions that are usually asked. Okay, so based on your situation, you say yes or no. And once you complete these questions, then you are all set. Okay, so this is the final stage. Once you're done filling up all the health related questions, then this is what you would see. This is very close to the end screen. It says thank you for filling out your travel information. I acknowledge that all of your information provided is accurate and all of those things. And after you complete that, you just have to finish it, and after this you will be seeing the your e-receipt, as I mentioned. Okay, so this will be the final receipt on the end screen, which will have a number, your date of arrival, a QR code. Take a screenshot of this receipt, because this basically is a proof that acknowledges that you have successfully submitted your ArriveCan form to the concerned authorities. Thank you again, everyone, for supporting our channel. I really appreciate that. Hopefully, we'll be able to assist you with more such videos. You all have a wonderful day. Take care. Bye from me.